5, 4, 3, 2, big smiles up, cue.
Welcome back to the Ryerson Sports Report. I'm Nicholas Robinson. We're recapping the biggest games in the NHL over the past week. Ottawa took on Toronto in the Battle of Ontario back on Saturday. And to bring me some player perspective, I'm joined by Tyler Ennis. Tyler, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Now, the Battle of Ontario is obviously one that the fans really, really love. It has a deep history. Is it still one that the players get up for, even though, you and the Leafs are on very different paths right now?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously not the animosity-filled games of the past where Alfredsson and Tucker would get into it, but it's also a different game now. And so being on both ends of it now, playing last season for Toronto, this season for Ottawa, all the players in the locker room still get up for it, whether the game's in Toronto, in Ottawa, everybody gets up for those games still.
Now, I touched on you guys being on really different paths. Obviously, the Senators are going through a rebuilding year. Are there positives you can take away from games like Saturday where you play really well against a top 10 team like the Maple Leafs?
Absolutely. I mean, you mentioned it, playing a top 10 team like the Toronto Maple Leafs, being able to push them into overtime. I mean, there's some very impressive things that we can take away. Being a young team, a rebuilding team going up against a top 10 NHL team, being able to push them into overtime, there's some important things we can take away there.
Now, you've sort of been able to revitalize your career, first in a depth role with the Maple Leafs, now in sort of a big offensive role with the Ottawa Senators. This season, you have 13 goals and 30 assists. You've been really, really positive, and your play's been great. How much does that mean to you?
I mean, it's awesome for me. I mean, coming back from the injuries with Buffalo and Minnesota, being able to get back into a top 6 role with Ottawa here after playing bottom 6 last year with Toronto, it's been amazing for me. I mean, going through all those injuries, being bought out, you never really know if you're going to get back to that point, and being able to play on a leadership role here in Ottawa, it's been amazing for me.
Well, Tyler, I think I speak for all the fans when I say you've been fantastic for the Senators this year, and we wish you the best of luck. Thank you for joining us for the Ryerson Sports Report. I'm Nicholas Robinson.